Stand together. Awhi each other. Be there for each other. Manaaki one another. Stand together. Let's reduce alcohol ma Aotearoa.
Sport. It feeds our lives, builds our communities. It is our light, our love, our laughter. Sport's got your back, and so do we.
E te iwi tēnā hoki anō tātou katoa, nau mai, hoki mai, ki tō tātou nei whakapāho i tēnei rangi, mai te whenua a tāhua o Maraitai, i te tai rāwhiti o Tāmaki. Ana e nō rā, te mihi atu ki a koutou, e whakarongo mai ana i tēnei rangi. Ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome back to our Premier Touch League, brought to you from Beachlands, Te Puru Park in the beautiful rohe of Maraitai. My name is Shane Edwards. I'm joined in your box this morning by Maya Williams. Maya, mōrena e hoa.
What a stunning, absolutely stunning morning it is here. I've just run from my car. It sounds like it must have been 2 kilometres away, but actually it was only 20 metres away, and I'm already out of breath. Really excited about today. Coming up in this first round is the last of the round-robin games for the female grade, and then in the next live stream will be for the male grade before we get into the semi-finals and finals, which I'm really excited about.
Absolutely. Kei te whiti mai a taminui te rā i konei, the sun is shining. We have a really stellar game this morning for you folks. We have the Northern Strikers versus Metro. Teams that know each other really well, play with each other in provincial games, and are just across the harbour bridge. Maya, how have you found the games yesterday, Maya? What was your impressions?
Yeah, it was really different yesterday. The whole experience was quite different. Normally when you're at a national tournament, there's 16 fields going, there's games on all of those fields. It starts at 8 in the morning, finishes at 6 at night, but with the structure of this tournament, having a break after every 2 rounds, having those lulls in atmosphere and energy was quite new. I thought the teams, for a lot of them, having spoken to the players both yesterday and today, a lot of them were introducing themselves yesterday morning, so you could obviously see the combinations and the rhythms for a lot of the team weren't there. Now the quality players, they could play with anyone and they get on point straight away. So today is actually a day that I'm really excited about. We've had a day to build those combinations, to get to know each other, and this is where the competition starts, once you know if you're going to come first, second, third or fourth.
Yeah, absolutely. The teams have had overnight to prepare, make some adjustments, and they are ready to play as our first game kicks off. And the Strikers driving it forward down the middle of the field. The weather conditions are beautiful here. Bit of dew on the ground, so they'll adjust to those conditions quickly, I'm picking. Nice long shadows, beautiful warm sun as the Northern Strikers prepare. We've got a sweeper coming round.
This was one of the battles I was really excited about. Seeing these two teams yesterday on the live stream, both did a great job, but Charlie Foster was a key player in that game we watched yesterday. Shane, and here we see her with the balls. They go the short side.
Nice attacking start by the Strikers, getting down to the line, and they'll ask the Metro team to bring it all the way off their line. Important to get these first couple of touches safely secured given the weather conditions. And just get their ball handling right as we see Aria McIntyre guiding her team, bringing it off. She had a really good day today. She'll be looking to kick on.
It'll be interesting to see how the teams go in those key areas you spoke about yesterday, Shane, with regards to going forward first on that first touch. Nice try there from the Metro team. Going forward first on the first touch rather than just going laterally around, being fundamentally sound in the roll ball areas and the V drive you talked about on defence in terms of coming back to the line and then lifting up rather than going laterally. So it'll be key to see how those fundamental skills go, aspects of the game go for each of these teams.
Yeah, all the ladies look like they've come out with fresh legs. There's a good bit of pace on as we see the Northern Strikers running at the line now, coming back short side. Nice touch there as our lady mirrors well.
I was impressed with Maddie Yejoy yesterday. She's one of those players that links everything, both on defence and attack. Real workhorse, does the setting up, strong driver. I know when Charlie Foster's on with her, it makes things a lot easier for her, so it's good to see straight away. She's hit the ground running.
Yeah, a lot of time together. They get to understand each other. They work for each other. As we see Metro driving it through the field. Nice strike. Magnificent strike there from the Northern Strikers player, cutting off any chance for attack, getting an early turnover. As we see the Northern Strikers drive to their box, and they'll box heavy.
Just feeling each other out this early in the game, Shane, which is good. Errors haven't been present, which is great.
Our field has held up really well after some wet weather yesterday. It's really good underfoot. Players will enjoy that. Nice bit of tunnelling here. Charlie gets it back on a Geordie inside. They run the line. Great defence from Metro, lifting off the line.
Ariana Hebden, another one of those key attackers, the number 7. We see her here coming in on the peel. Back to Foster. There's one of the first mistakes. What a contrast in weather, though, Shane. This is incredible. Yesterday we turned up. It was raining. It wasn't the worst of the rain that we got yesterday, but it was raining hard out. And this morning, unbelievable, the view looking out over the ocean, the beautiful Hauraki Gulf over to Paradise, of which we call Coromandel, and specifically Paidor.
No bias in you, Maya. Nice latch here from Metro as they head back down the field looking for a scoring opportunity. Dragging the defender across the line, and they'll still go short side numbers if they've got enough room to squeeze it through. Great defence going to the body by the Northern Strikers.
Be interesting to see how long this dew hangs around for, Shane. I have no doubt that the dew on the ball will play an impact, and particularly picking the ball up off the ground at dummy half and just underfoot. So I'm sure after 3-4 games it'll be gone, particularly with this weather, and we'll get to see a little bit more enterprising touch.
32 goes to middle with a drive, another middle scoop, going short side 4-3 on the open side. Link chops, tries to pop it over the top, unlucky.
Which franchise would you have been playing for back in the day?
I wouldn't have made any of these teams, Maya. Okay, the Metro bring it forward, looking for the in pass to the Link to drive it forward. Nice strong touches, nice high lifts in defence. This is a lovely mounting movement here. Nice check. Must have been a little pass forward off the ruck. Refs were checking that yesterday. They had a meeting last night about the things they'd like to see. Communicated that to the teams, which is fantastic.
Yeah, just talking about the referees for this game, Aaron Tucker, Hayden Daru and Benjamin Matthews. And just like the teams heading into these playoff semis finals games, so too will the referees. We'll see those combinations towards the end of this game, being the top referees here.
Last touch, Northern Strikers on the attack. Dummies, has she gone through? Yes, she has. What a beautiful dummy from number 7. Our number 7, Ariana Hebden.
Yeah, great work here by Hebden. Really nothing on. Just had the ball through the big, fake left to right. Got the defender to take the dummy and just strolls through for the first touchdown today, day 2. The first of our live stream games against the Metros and Northern Strikers. Northern Strikers now up 1-0.
Interesting fact, Maya, the first time the New Zealand men's open team ever beat Australia, her father, Mikey Hebden, scored the touchdown.
This touchdown to win, or was it 1-0?
1-0 we won that game, the first time we ever beat Australia. Michael Hebden was the scorer, and his daughters just started the scoring here. But I think it was mainly due to her mother, who was also a touch player, one of the Hardcastle girls. So she's probably inherited the traits of the mum more than the dad.
What was the year we first beat Australia?
You'd have to ask either Mike Daly, the Touch New Zealand historian, or Peter Walters, who is the only person probably still playing that was in that game, perhaps. Great driving. She's going to go down all the way. Another dummy throw-in. Took the 21 lane. A little bit of confusion in the defence about who was going to make the touch, and Northern Strikers take full advantage.
Yeah, don't hold me to it, but I'm pretty sure this exact type of try happened yesterday. And it just Charlie Foster, the pace which she comes onto the ball, reads that the defence is off, throws the smallest of dummies, splits the two defenders, and then just runs down the sideline. Great work. It's always good to see a player who sets up so many touchdowns get one herself. 2-0 Strikers.
Yeah, Charlie, a very busy athlete. Not only is she excelling in her touch footy, she's also working hard on her netball aspirations and is proceeding really well in that sport as well. Have we seen a try? Tommy has a look. Fabulous peel. She came around on the sweep there, got under early. Throws off. Number 9 drives it in. Sweepers around early. Runs straight at the defender and then takes it to the outside.
You would have seen the touch made, but you see referee Daru, great decision. Yejoy didn't get back to the line, 2 feet on or behind, therefore play through. And a big shout out to the Metro team. Speaking to some of the players earlier this morning, yesterday, you got a squad of 20. This Metro team had 12 yesterday in their first game, then 11 in their second and third games, with unfortunately one of their players suffering a knee injury. Hopefully it's not too serious, but what an effort from this Metro team.
Yeah, magnificent franchise, Metro. They come from the centre of Auckland predominantly. We don't have a lot of modules and a lot of players to pull from, and they always perform well.
It seems real odd when you talk about Auckland and not that many players when we think in terms of population. It's such a humongous population.
Yeah, they're based around the central city and high-density housing, a lot of commercial activity and businesses. And so, just not as many touch players as there. Oh, great running by Metro, pulling that penalty, getting the speed on, catching players offside. They'll be happy with that. Beautiful view on screen as you see the beach behind us. Be a good day to go for a swim, Maya. I saw that you do have your togs with you today.
Metro now with the ball, hot on attack, just hit back 2-1. Great opportunity here to even things up.
Nice lift at point. They're putting 2 middles up, a nice hedge defence. But we've got numbers. Great strike again from the winger. We've seen some beautiful strikes in the women's game. Beautiful reads from our wingers striking that link.
You're expecting the intensity and that competitive rivalry, that competitiveness to go up a level today, Shane?
Yeah, the games will get faster, the intensity will get faster, and they'll all be willing. And so you're going to see people throw the kitchen sink at it today. There's no tomorrow.
With weather like this, I love it to be. What a beautiful part of Auckland this is. Never having been here until yesterday. Amazing venue.
Yeah, it's a secret spot, all right, as we see Metro attacking the line. Players are starting to affect the touch now, so they must feel comfortable with the conditions.
It's interesting.
You hear a call a W, drops, splits in, runs, quickie, over the top. Oh, had a good look at it.
The early release in that one, Shane, is that what you would have done? It didn't look like the defender was engaged, was able to release right over to Aria.
Yeah, asked some questions there. Here's another piece of trivia, Maya. Common play in New Zealand is what we call the W. It stood for whakatane. Originally it was called a fuckers in honour of whakatane, created by Dusties in the day, and so that's where the W came from.
Was Dusties a whakatane team? Or
They won 5 open titles. Then Peter Walters took away and created Galaxy, and they won 5 titles. So, yeah, Dusty's a long-time performer. Eric Rush, Frank Bunce, Jonathan Tukurangi, Peter Walters. Players like that back in the day all playing for Dusties. And, of course, they were all on the rubbish trucks. They were Dusties.
Must have been the fittest team by ease.
Yeah, can't say that I remember their fitness levels. I just remember they won a lot of titles. Okay, as we see, the Northern Strikers hot on attack, leading 2-1 with another 9 minutes to go in our game. Like it, oh, hard luck. Some nice checking there. Metro look to drive it off the line. For all the domination that the Northern Strikers have had, they're still only 2-1 ahead.
Yeah, for sure, but in saying that, one of those touchdowns was, again, not one of those usual touchdowns we'd see in a game of touch. Well, both of them really, in terms of just dummies and going through the defence, but a penalty here for the Metro in the ruck. Referee Benjamin Matthews just saying the defender there impacted the ruck more than what she is allowed.
I'm really liking the work of Mariana Winana. Her lift is strong there. She is again lifting high and fast, but they beat the defence. There's a dive in the corner. There's an appeal for the touch. And the try has been awarded. Take us through this, Maya.
Yeah, well, I actually thought it could have been a touch there. It was taking the number 12, Claudia him quite a while to get the ball down. I thought it was going to be an easy one. Referee Matthews said, ball down. We'll see it better here on this angle. Great hustle out there from the winger. Ooh, probably was hard done by there. However, referee Matthews says touchdown, 2-2.
Great movement of the body by the attacker. Look at her swerve away. Great timing. We want to acknowledge our sponsors for this event. SAS, Silver Fern, Essex for all your footwear needs, and Amohe Te Waiora. Thank you for all of your sponsorship.
Yep. Events like this can't happen without event sponsors like that, Shane. And what a beautiful message Amohe Te Waiora portraying in our communities. As we see a touchdown there by the Northern Strikers team. Takes them back out to 3-2, Shane.
Yeah, and don't you love seeing the smiles on players' faces, enjoying our sport. This is a beautiful step back. Came back the short side. A nice little dummy to the open side. Came back the short side and got through.
Sorry, Shane, just going back to that Hannum touchdown. Do you think the Jew played a part in that, in terms of, instead of the dive, wanting to be safe and accurate with the ball and therefore running it in and putting it down with two hands?
Yeah, and maybe underestimating the speed of the defender sometimes. You think you've got a clean run in and you don't know how fast those defenders are. But she made good ground to cover. Charlie Foster having a really good game. She's on the back of every scoring moment for the Strikers. Some really good questions now being asked.
Penalty, forward pass off the ruck. Strikers escape. Still 3-2 up. 6 minutes to go in the first half of the first of our live stream games, the day 2 of the PTLs.
I cannot get over how beautiful this venue is today in the sun. Stunning place to play for these players. Nice checking. Ooh, looking for another check, which would have been fantastic. Last touch. What have we got on our last play? Late cut. Over the top. Bat on. Excellent effort by the ladies. Okay, let's see what they do with their box. Do they go straight to the wing or do they go down the 21 channel? They'll bring it 21 channel, get the winger into dummy half.
Good first yard there for the Metro.
Driving 3-3 now. It's Aria trying to put some heat on the middles, take their legs a little bit. Runs across, goes back short side. Numbers 3-2, goes straight to the winger. Great commitment to hold that ball. They'll get one more shot at it. Anything can happen.
Yep, we often see touchdowns scored on these plays when they really shouldn't, static plays. Shane, as you know, we had the opportunity to talk to Aria Tainui McIntyre before the game, and she said she's just really enjoying this tournament and loved getting to know the girls yesterday, really enjoyed her day, even though the results didn't go the team's way, just playing with that freedom, and we can really see it. Yesterday was a great day for her.
Absolutely. And as she said, results don't always go your way, but long as you put in your maximum effort, you can't be disappointed. As we see the Strikers running fast now. Gets to the outside of the defender. Quickie going short side. Throws a dummy and gets under. Charlie again. She's been throwing that little pump dummy and diving under.
Yeah, 3 of the 4 touchdowns by the Strikers team, all coming from these just subtle dummies that is engaging the defender, making them go one way. Attacker going the other, but again, Hebden, key part of setting this up. Hebden and Foster. Great touchdown there. Northern Strikers, 4-3.
That's that hard lane to defend between middle and link. The 3-2 lane, we call it. Does the middle mirror or does the link step up and make the touch and leave an overlap? Such a tricky decision to make.
Sorry, Shane, you made a number of comments yesterday around it being very difficult to mirror that short side, and sometimes you just need that link and winger to step up and shut in.
Yeah, if you can get the link to pop out early, it puts the attacking player with the ball in two minds, but you must have your winger at the same height, else they'll get an easy 2-1. Oh, good running, a late cut, coming back numbers. Oh, there's that strike. Our winger there from the Strikers has been hitting those all tournament, whānau. Just a really good reader of the strike and gets good reads. She has saved a number of touchdowns yesterday and today from that read.
Both Woodhouse wingers for the Strikers team were sensational yesterday with their reads, the timing of their shots.
Very similar to her mum, gives 100% in all she does. Nice high point there, cuts off the momentum, but the Strikers still coming through the field. "4-2" our score, whānau, 3 minutes to go.
Bit of foxing going on. Haven't seen much of that.
Kei Metro Te Puru, kei Metro Te Puru, e anga whakamua ana. Kei te whiua tonu Te Puru. Kua taka Te Puru. Ka riro i ngā Northern Strikers, tēnei Puru i tēnei nā. Kua tēnei. Ka timata anō. Metro drive forward again.
Good start from this Metro team. A little bit of this check, probably not in the fashion that you talked about yesterday, but just manipulating that defence, not allowing the high defender to make that touch with ease. Now they want to work up to their 7 metres here. Aria comes in strong, going back to that double you talked about, quick release, come to this right-hand side. Again, a little dummy, Shane, and in for the touchdown.
Yeah, that was well set up. They were patient, manipulating the attacker. Here's Aria. She's just manipulating the attacker, pointing where she wants her to go. Gives it back quickly. Nice dummy and under. Really good organisation and just manipulation of the space. Yeah, great leadership, Aria.
Chalise Fleming there did a great job. Really made the defender think she was going to pass that ball just with the way she had positioned her shoulders. Foster, though, now with the ball. 3-4, good contest. 1 minute to go, first half.
Nice work. Throwing the Uber there, faking the 33 PL, or the ML, as they say in Australia. Giving it to the open side runner.
The Uber?
The Uber.
And where did that one come from?
No idea. We never had Ubers back in the day, so it's a new creation, the Uber, but it's very effective, especially in the women's game, and especially when they throw a inside runner or a follow. They've had success of that. Charlie again. The team will have to watch her. We've got 2 on the touch. She's coming back. Did she make the line?
Give her the touchdown. She is. Yesterday I made the comment, I think this was Sausage, the number 4, Zoe Sausage. I talked about just the speed that she had and her ability to be low to the ground. I was hoping she'd come around on some sweeps. We see it here. Player is well and truly offside. Referee correctly says, play on, ball down. You see here Sausage.
Yeah, it's always a tricky one. Whānau at home think the player's on, the player thinks they're on. But referees are trained to look at the 2 feet in relationship to the line. They don't usually get that wrong.
And there we have it, the penalty that doesn't quite end our half. Referee Matthews says this Metro team was offside. Look for a late cut. Now we're just simply going drawn past, but another great read from Woodhouse there on that wing. As we see the scores, 5-3 Northern Strikers over Auckland Metro. Mo tonu mai.
The kaupapa of a Mōhia Te Waiora is to promote alcohol harm minimisation that is mana enhancing, community owned and strength based. A Mōhia Te Waiora means to uphold wellness. It's designed to be championed by communities, whānau and people who want to change the place of alcohol in our society. We support local and cross-government actions that make alcohol less visible, less affordable and less available to help shift social norms. This is our contribution to a healthier and more equitable Aotearoa, because we're stronger when we kōrero together. work together, support each other, haka together, take the field together, awhi each other, be there for each other, manaaki one another, stand together. Let's reduce alcohol harm, Aotearoa.
Sport. It feeds our lives, builds our communities. It is our light, our love, our laughter. Sport's got your back, and so do we.
Kia ora team, George here from Touch NZ. Now we all enjoy a bit of touch, but without a proper warm-up, the chances of being injured are massively increased. So to keep you on the field and out of the emergency room, Touch NZ have made a short and easy warm-up series for all levels, proven to lower the chance of injury by close to 50%. So head on over to our site and check them out. Play safe, play smart.
Seconds. Players, referees, 30 seconds.
E te whānau, tēnā hoki anō tātou, nau mai, hoki mai. Hoki mai ki tō tātou nei tākoro tuatahi mo te rangi nei, mai I Maraitai, Beachlands, Te Puru Park. An exciting first half just completed as we head into the second half between the Strikers and Metro, with the Strikers up 5-3 as we watch one of our touchdowns from the first half. Charlie Foster having a very impressive game, and on the other side, Aria McIntyre having a very impressive game. We'll look to see those two continue their form in the second half, Maya.
Yep, Foster outstanding yesterday, again today. We see her here with the ball. Simple, quickie, steps back, drawn pass, great. It's so understated how important that link spot is and their ability to be able to catch the ball and get it off before the shutting defender gets there. But we have the Metro team tap us off for the second half of the first live stream game for day 2 at this absolutely amazing venue, Beachlands.
A reminder to all our whānau watching, you can get all your uniform needs from SAS, your foot apparel from ASICS, the principal supplier of sports shoes in New Zealand. And don't forget, whānau, amo here te Waiora, we are stronger without alcohol.
I really love that kaupapa, Shane, in terms of, I know you listen to a lot of gambling sites, and for 45 seconds they tell you why their sites are amazing, and at the end you'll see this, but gamble responsibly, you lose more than you win, etc. But that is not subtle at all. We are better without alcohol. Love that kaupapa and the message in terms of starting that change in the culture of which this sport has been involved in. This is an amazing sport that saves so many lives, brings so many people together. So we see Aria here just going out right to left. Beautiful pass out to Hannum for a second dot down and bringing Metro back to 4-5.
Yeah, Aria and Charlie doing what they're expected to do for their team, which is lead with their experience. Nice right to left. Yesterday she's throwing left to right. Today right to left. Beautiful take of the ball, beautiful control, turned her body towards the ball so that it made a bigger target and puts it down safely, and she moves the scoreboard 5-4 to the Northern Strikers.
I said earlier, just before the game tapped off, Shane, this is the last of the round robin games, and then the team coming first will go automatically through to the final. The teams ranked second and third will play a game against each other, I guess technically a semi-final. Good work there from Foster not to pass that ball.
Yeah, great.
Knocked that a bit high.
Great play there. They call that the chicken. We talked about that yesterday, where you fake the runner on the rooster and you run behind them. So you've got a rooster play and a chicken play. It's all part of the bird fraternity.
I like the question you posed too, or the statement more than the question. You said, I'm not sure if that's legal or not with regards to running around the back of the player, and it was something that I actually hadn't thought about. So thought about that overnight last night.
Wait for paint.
Yeah, no, they're asking the question in Australia as well, but at the moment it is legal. And so while it's legal, these players are using it to full effect.
Nice little catch and pass, but a bit lateral, Shane. Now we see an important part going forward.
Driving nicely here. This is the check we wanted to see. They're looking to move. Yeah, that's a check. Well, unfortunately for Aria, it's been judged touch and pass. Bit of depth off that. Some of the checking, manipulating the defenders is starting to pay off for both teams.
Yeah, when running on the field, they just unfortunately come on and were quite flat to each other. Didn't have that depth where they could pass things off. Forward pass, great opportunity here. Northern Strikers really don't need any invitation.
One of the things in the female game, Maya, is their ability to check off really, really well, either from their netball skills or other sporting skills, but very good agility at the ankles in that area. So the ladies are very good at checking. Here they come back again. Charlie on the long ball, beautiful cradle catch. I think she got that down, Maya. What does the ref say?
The ref says you are right, Shane. She sure did get that down. Northern Strikers out to 6 for Charlie Foster. She's a threat everywhere, can go under. She'll get you on the dummy. She just holds the defenders up, which allows her winger a little bit more time and space to gather the ball. Beautiful stretch out. Without seeing the number, I have no doubt it's Woodhouse.
You see there Charlie's base. She knew she was going to have to be strong at the ruck. She got nice wide base with her legs in line with her shoulders so that she could take the hard touch, got it back, over the top, right to left, right strong. As you said, Maya, running at the line, showing them the ball, pulling defenders to her, and then over the top. But great work by our winger for the Northern Strikers to take a nice cradle catch, make it safe, and move the scoreboard 6-4, Northern Strikers, as we see Metro attacking. Phase play, nice dump, 2-1. Great recovery by the Strikers. Hang on.
Unfortunately, I don't think the winger, as much hustle as she had, was able to get 2 feet on or behind the score line. Referee has called play through. That touch was null and void. And the Metro team have gone in for a great touchdown. I think it's to the number 5.
Yes, you're correct, Maya. Number 5. I like the referee's decisions there to play through rather than bring it back for a penalty. The player and the team got the maximum advantage for being offside. Congratulations to our referees.
Just going back to Charlie Foster, I think what she's done is set this game up really well. She's attacked the middle first, so the defenders, whenever she's got the ball, as we see her again, have the ball attacking the middle first rather than just throwing long balls. I see a lot, particularly in the male grades, just throwing long balls straight from the start. Well, teams just get used to that and they just release out nice and early. But what she did, attack the middle, got 2 touchdowns early in the middle, which keeps the middles nice and tight, which obviously keeps the wingers nice and tight. So smart play there by Foster tactically.
Absolutely, as we see Metro rucking off now, looking to get some forward momentum. Here's a good drive, ball's down, runners are up, she's got a tail underneath her, and here we go. Beautiful pickup, numbers. Unfortunately, ball goes to ground. One of the best places to come on that drive is back to the short side. Less defenders in your way and less passes have to be made, and it beats the shut defence by coming back the short side. Something we could do probably a little bit more, New Zealanders attack the short side.
Oh, uncharacteristic error there, really unforced one. There's no pressure around that touch, not even any speed in it, so maybe that was the due. A good opportunity here for the Metro team to tie things up. So we see Maniapoto in conjunction with Edmonds. Edmonds been quiet in that first half, so it was great to see. The injection of pace she had there. McIntyre tries to catch and pass.
Yeah, I'm liking what they're trying to do. They're trying to get ball movement, encouraging our players to move the ball into space. They're trying to do that. They maybe just need to be a metre deeper so they don't get the ball and the defender.
Good start to their set, the Northern Strikers.
Yeah, and a really good lift by Metro to meet that, trying to shut off the yards. Nice strong touches being made. Oh, it goes short side and dummies. There's that short side again. She going to go all the way? She is, and puts it down with 2 hands. I don't think she was dummy half. But the question's been asked. They're checking.
Well, we'll be able to check when we see the replay. I think that was Ariana Hebden that went through. No, she planted the ball. She's got the ball back, so definitely wasn't dummy half. Shane, the amount of touchdowns that are scored by dummies that aren't even really that big dummies. What's your thoughts on how that's been allowed to happen? Is it the comms?
Especially on the short side. On the short side, players don't think there's that much room. They think they can control the space. And so a dummy there is a really, really good place to go. And just being clear that if they're running short side, our policy is to mirror that. Again, you saw Ariana Hebden score her second try. I'm absolutely convinced it's from her mother.
I'm sure her father agrees with you as well. Not anyway. The Strikers straight back into it. Yeah, much better here. Third touch right up to halfway.
Good driving.
Attacking half. Ujoy.
North Harbour lead 7-5. The momentum's with them.
We talked about fundamental skills, and you've seen Ujoy go in on that last touch. Unfortunately, both hands on the ball, allowing the defending player to have complete control over that touch. How it was made, where it was made, the timing of it, other than anticipating, making the touch herself and getting that ball down. So those key fundamental skills we need to make sure that our Kiwi teams have. Back-to-back penalties. This will be really helpful for this Metro team. Plenty of time just inside the last 11 minutes.
Organisation is key here. It's early in the touch count. You want high percentage plays, not risky plays in the first three. What's your high percentage? Where do you get most of your touchdowns from? As they bring the sweeper, come back the other way.
It's like a forward pass off the ruck. First time we've really been able to see that Matauriki and Edmonds combination. It's promising.
A lot of teams similar to what Northern Strikers are doing, bring their link around the back to take one across to the box. Very good yards. In and out, getting to sides of defenders, what we call a snaky run. And we've got a strong drive here. We've got numbers. She's going inside the player. Didn't get to the body.
Briar Hadfield, she's showing her pace all weekend. Again, just running the right line, ball in two hands, making the defenders think she could pass at any moment, manipulates her body, gets through there. One more on the scoreboard for the Northern Strikers, takes them out to a nice 3-touchdown lead, 8-5.
So important to go all the way to the attacker's body to make those touches. You don't want to have kind of long arms and then they just shift their body slightly and you miss. So anytime a defender can go all the way to the body is a really effective piece of play.
Charlie swimming with the ball. She wanted to go under. Yeah, it's amazing thing, the difference of just making a touch while you're back on your heels versus being on your toes and the inches that equates for. Tainu McIntyre fakes the quickie on short side. Fleming.
Good short side defence. They mirrored, stayed on their policy, player on player. What you're seeing for the Northern Strikers is they're only sending one defender off the line and everyone else is back. So the Metro team haven't been able to create any gaps in the defensive line because 5 are still sitting on the line. So they probably want to start tunnelling, moving that point defender around and pulling another defender out, trying to get them to nibble and bite.
Great to see around the field, particularly in those last shots. A lot more spectators have turned up this morning. Early start this morning at 8:10 as we see Hebden. What a quality player Hebden is. Do you know whether or not she's part of the New Zealand system?
No, not sure, Maya. I'm not sure who's in the system at the moment. I'm looking forward to seeing the New Zealand teams announced later this week and seeing who will represent our great country at the World Cup. Looking forward to the World Cup. We've got some real potential at this World Cup to do the job.
Another great effort on defence there by Woodhouse, the number one for Tyra Woodhouse. I tell you what, we often talk about the ball players, the impact they have on the game, but when you have outstanding wingers, and a winger that comes to mind, Michael Kavanagh, what a difference it makes to the team, to the confidence and knowing, both on attack and defence, that they are going to not only do their job, but really impact the result.
Especially on defence, Maya. Wingers are the new game changers. Over the top, she's going to get in. Did she get it down?
Referee had his hand out to suggest it did. We talked about one Woodhouse, there's the other Woodhouse. The impact of an outstanding winger on the result, able to hold her depth and her width to ensure the ball had every opportunity, and what a fantastic diver. She's already proven once today. Goes over for another touchdown, and now I think the Strikers out by 4 9-5, 7 to go.
Yeah, starting to pull away now. Any wingers that are prepared to lose skin for the team, they're worth gold. We've seen it from both wingers. Both the Woodhouse girls doing really well. Daughters of Willie Woodhouse and Lovey Woodhouse, and they're showing the commitment of their mother.
Yeah, an outstanding player. Had the pleasure of reffing her. She was never backward in coming forward with regards to helping my development as a referee. But McIntyre now, we've seen her do this a lot yesterday.
Great communication by ref Tommy. Explained to the player why he'd ruled that she was onside. He was comfortable with that, and there's no arguments from the players. Beautiful communication. When you can get referees and players communicating in respectful ways like that and understanding each other, it's really helpful for the game, Maya.
His positioning too gives credibility 100%. When you're right in front of it, you talked yesterday, you used the term being underneath where the roll ball was or the dot down was. So, yeah, great positioning. Excellent refereeing in this game. We hardly noticed them. Really good defence there from the Metro team. I want that to be their staple for the remaining 6 minutes. Getting the turnover, 20 minutes off their defending line, gives them a great head start. Oh, excellent work there from Davis. Look at this, Shane.
Yeah.
20 metres.
Beautiful flow through the field. Aria talked about before the game that they were a little bit shorter players yesterday with work commitments and moving into winter code. It'll be starting to hurt the legs now as these girls carry this extra time. But they may score here. We throw back inside. Strong at ruck. Earns the penalty.
Yeah, great. You earned the penalty. That's the right word there, Shane. Aria just showing her experience. I'm not sure it was the defender's fault, but she absolutely made the referee think it was. She just get a simple quickie back to the middle of the field.
Oh, hits the link hole. Touch made.
Nice little face ball there from Aria. Across the other middle. Davis on the sweep.
Second penalty.
Smart play there from Edmonds, just getting her team another fresh set of 6. Just felt the defence falling off, rolling back too early. Usually makes this touch. Davis now decides to go short side. Sorry, that wasn't Davis. Edmonds, Ranga hit out.
Aria subs. This attacking set have been on for a while. I'd try and attack them now. We've done a few sets of defence. I'd bring some fresh players on and try and attack the middle links who haven't been able to sub. As we know, a mismatch. Tired versus fresh. But Metro, to their credit, are defending strong. Strike slicing through the middle. It's a quick pick and we're away. Nice defence. A nice, strong, high lift at link from Metro.
Not sure about you, Shane, but I found the first game on the last day of any tournament to be the hardest. It's the previous 2 or 3 days, for back in the day, Nationals were full. The body was tired. At least to the last day in the finals, the brain was activated because it was a final. And you're excited. As we see, though, Metro team, very promising attack there down the sideline. Unfortunately, couldn't hold on to the ball.
3.5 minutes to go in the game. The legs will be starting to hurt and the errors will start to happen. As we see there, a turnover in the strikers' half as they try and get their players on the field quickly. We're starting to check the ball now, manipulating the defender. Still only got one defender up though. Over the top, this must, oh! Left to right.
Good vision, really, really good vision by the Metro player there. Unfortunately, couldn't put the ball on the mark. 3 errors back-to-back from both teams there. Foster now just settling things down.
I'd like to see Metro try and manipulate that point defender. Strikers are sending out one defender only. They need to get another nibble and get someone else to break the line and come up. Last one, everyone's got to get in tight. It's the last touch.
2.5 to go, and this is the first of our live stream games on day 2 of the PTLs. Weather stunning, bit of dew on the ground, but I'm sure after a couple of games we'll have perfect conditions for the finals that are this afternoon.
It's going to be hot, 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 Maya. For all our coaches out there, as we see the Metro attack, the rest is play on, it's back inside. Must have called for that ball, Maya.
Chalise Femi, head in hands, and she realised she'd been pickpocketed.
Common play when you know the other players. Run behind them and call their name as we streak down the outside. More toe than a Roman sandal.
Great touchdown there from the number 6, from the Northern Strikers. Mariana from the North Harbour area. I think she might have played for Auckland though recently, but I don't know if this is a concern or what's going on, but there's been 5 touchdowns down the short side. And really it's just ended up being coming from a dummy or just numbers.
Yeah, they do box heavy, the Northern Strikers, and they do look like they have a set communication for when they pull the winger in and they run that cheeky play down the sideline. We call it a cheeky sometimes, but they've got good eyes up play. They know when the winger's been pulled in and they throw it over to the sideline and down they go. They've got a couple of touchdowns from that. Over the top, short. Defender gets in the lane. For all our coaches out there, 5th and final touch. You need to have a defensive policy for that 5th and final touch in your coaching.
What's the policy in your teams, Shane?
New targets is what we call. Everyone squeezes towards the ball. We leave the winger unmarked because it's too far away to throw. As we see another touchdown. No, what's the referee say? They're having a discussion. I like this when the referees consult each other. He's asking, was she hooked? They've had a talk. They've conferred. And the try is awarded. Well done, referees.
Yeah, interesting to see what they were talking about here. You did see that hooking motion. Maybe just asking if the pass was forward. I don't know if you've seen in the background of that replay, but the sideline referee looked like he had his hand up to suggest that it was a forward pass. Maybe the on-field referee said, I've seen your forward pass.
That's the end of round 1, folks, for our day 2. This
Great
is
performance there from the
playoffs
Northern
of
Strikers to
20
finish
for the
the
Premier
last of our
League.
round-robin games in the female grade. The next female games you will see will be the semi-final playoff between the 2nd and 3rd seeded teams. That's in this female grade. But our next game coming up will be the last of the round-robins in the men's grade. Mo tonu mai.